Yes, you Brokie watch.
You're using too many time frames, and that's why you're never confident on choosing a bias for the day. All you need are these two time frames, and I'll show you how to keep your strategy super simple. First, start off with a 4-hour time frame where you want to identify a trending market. I don't care if it's bearish or bullish. Next up, I want you to identify the nearest 4-hour gap. If price broke structure on the 4-hour, leaving behind a gap on the previous trading day, you want to look at trading back into that 4-hour gap. If price is currently sat inside a 4-hour gap, you want to trade away from that gap following the 4-hour trend. Here's an example. Here we're trading the ES, which is printing higher highs and higher lows. So it's a market we want to trade. And on the 4-hour time frame, we want to wait for price to impulse and break a level of structure. If price breaks that level of structure, leaving behind it a 4-hour gap, the next day we want to trade back into that gap. That's our bias for the day. For entry, we want to use the 15-minute time frame and the New York session for timing. Once Asia and London sessions have played out, we're waiting for New York to open and trade into the highest levels of either the London or the Asia session. When one of these levels is reached during New York trading hours, which is typically between 9:30 and 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, giving us a retrace candle on the 15-minute, we then want to target opposing side liquidity inside this 4-hour gap. Notice how now that 4-hour gap has been mostly filled, and on the move down, price left more gaps in these new 4-hour candles, giving us a new draw on liquidity, and the 4-hour time frame being bullish in trend, we also have a structural high as our next target. So the very next day we will be looking for buys. Let's jump down to the 15-minute time frame, wait for New York open for opportunities. This first day doesn't give us our entry model, but bias was right for the day. 4-hour gap has been filled. The next target is the structural high. So we simply wait for the next day. We mark out the lowest point of London and wait for New York open for timing and a bullish 15-minute retrace candle to close before taking our entry and targeting the structural high. Notice how the trade plays out.